us, guiding us, and even though it is virtual, it is giving us this feeling of being together. The Sangha and the collectiveness of the Sangha energy is so vivid, you can just feel it that we are all sitting together. So maybe that's what I was missing. And I feel that we are meeting after so long. In the mountains, monsoons have started at the ashram in Dharamshala. But today we have been blessed with the sun after a few days, and the monsoons are going to get more and more stronger. Here in the mountains, you get to experience the extremities of all elements, extremities of all climates. So that's the beauty of mountains, that all the seasons they give you their darshan in bountiful and in their extreme form. So I'm sharing all of this with you so that you can also feel what we are feeling. You can also experience and get a inward glimpse of all that happens here at the ashram. So with this, let us enter into the satsang. And before we initiate, I'd like to request Ma Tarini to come and guide us into an invocation. And from there, we will invite Gurudev and start the satsang. Ma Tarini, over to you.
Pranam everyone, pranam. So good to see you all. Ma Meera, can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes, absolutely clear.
Okay, great. So yes, Neena ji, pranam. I can see you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, so here we go with the. Now let's initiate this satsang beginning. Take few deep breaths. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Gently close your eyes. We always invoke the truth within us, residing in our heart, the divine, so that we imbibe truth from this satsang. So with this Shanti mantra, we will settle ourselves, and it's kind of a prayer, and we ask for truth, the light and the immortality. We'll begin with 3 Oms. Just be in this present moment with your own incoming and outgoing breath. Take the help of your breath. Inhale fully and exhale with the sound of Om together. Asuto ma sadgamaya tamso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Shanti. Now with the smile on your face, gently open your eyes, and I welcome Gurudev to take us to the today's satsang. I welcome you.
Namaste and welcome everybody. Thank you, Ma Tarini, for such beautiful invocation. Mirama, is my audio clear?
Yes, Gurudev.
Okay, good. So it once again feels that we're meeting after a long time, and here the constant travels and so many other things. We couldn't meet last Sunday, so I'm glad before our travel begins tomorrow morning, we got this time and we planned it in such a way that we're all able to meet together for this satsang. Very happy to be here with all of you. With that, let's straight get into the satsang. Mamira, we may start with the questions.
Yes, Gurudev. Gurudev, the first question has come from Preeti ji. She's from Coral Springs. Her question is, I do not force anyone at home to meditate. I simply enjoy my 30 minutes of meditation and puja, and it gives me deep peace. Yet my spouse constantly puts me down, finds fault with my small things, and says I meditate for no reason. This hurts deeply. How should I respond to him without losing my inner peace?
First of all, you doing your own meditation and puja and your spouse's behavior towards you, there is no correlation. There is no guarantee that when you do deep meditation, you enjoy your inner bliss for 30 minutes every day. That behavior of people around you will start to become softened and better towards you. There is no guarantee. So whatever is their behavior will remain the same. Sadhana, meditation is about your inner work. If you continue to expect them to have a certain behavior towards you, there is a problem. So you are enjoying your bliss, very beautiful. To me, if the meditation is truly deepening, and listen to this carefully, if your dhyana, if your meditation is truly deepening, one of the outcome of that would be you will stop getting hurt, perturbed by the behavior of other people around you. You'll not become insensitive towards that. But there's a certain shield of inner calm that you will develop. And the outer situations, what they say, how they behave, will have much less impact on you. You will do everything that is required out of you as part of your dharma, as part of your duties. But right now we are like ready to get hurt anytime. We don't have much control on our thoughts and our emotions. The whole process of sadhana is not to give you bliss, joy, peace for that 30 minutes. The whole process of sadhana, dhyana, is that this peace, this stability should extend beyond the 30 minutes. When it starts to extend beyond 30 minutes, when the roots of meditation starts to go deeper, there's a shield that you start to develop. There's a certain control and command that you start to develop over your thoughts and emotions. not control over others' behavior. They will continue to do what their karma is, or what their swabhava is, what their inner core is. But that will stop impacting you negatively. You will develop command and control over your thoughts and emotions. That's truly when sadhana or meditation is deepening. Otherwise, it's just a 30-minute activity that we do, tick list, and go in life. Meditation should start to expand itself in every part of your life. So look carefully. If that is not happening, you need to fix it. Number 2, you asked, how should I respond to them? You don't force anybody in the house to do meditation. It's your inner process. As I said, remember this. Why are you doing this meditation, whatever you're following? Only to get peace for 30 minutes? Or to become deeply integrated within yourself? What's the purpose? Why are you doing it? It's just because everybody else is also doing sadhana, so you also start to do sadhana? What's your core objective? To me, the core objective should be, I want to integrate all my energies together. My thoughts, my emotions, my actions, my behaviors. I want all of that to be integrated, be in my control. I don't want others to press my buttons. I want that ability. And that ability will only come when this whole being becomes deeply integrated in thought, words, actions, in emotions, in breath. And if you are moving towards that level of integration, then this question will not arise that your spouse or anybody else try to put you down, or they make joke of your meditation, etc., etc. This question will not arise because you're doing something inner. Once the inner integration is established, that is when the energy and the aura and the vibration will start to flow outward. And it will start to have impact on people around you without you doing anything, without you trying to convince them to do meditation, etc. It will have very subtle impact on their perception, their behavior also. But you must not expect this. It's an outcome. And that outcome will only happen when this process of integration is deepening in you, not before that. Before that, it's just 30 minutes of peace that you enjoy. But the moment you step out of the 30 minutes, the world gets activated and disturbs you. You're the same person again. So it's like saying, only for 30 minutes I become joyful, peaceful, and remaining part of my day, my life, I'm the same miserable person, where people have all controls over me. Over me meaning my thoughts and emotions largely. Their behavior impact me. So where is the shield? Where is the integration happening? Where is the control over your own thoughts, words, and emotions? Where is that? Think deeply on this. I know these days, meditation, sadhana has become just a tool, technique, to give you a glimpse of peace for 30 minutes and then you're gone. It will not help in any way. It will not yield anything. So think deeply. These are deeper aspects. You must know what you're doing and why you're doing this. Once you contemplate on that, once the objectives are clear, once there is long-term integration part in this, once you're looking at it as a holistic part of your life, not just a 30-minute technique or practice or ritual, that's when the magic will start to unfold. Magic of what? Magic of deep inner integration, magic of subtle impact, softly traveling outside without you doing anything. But that may take time. First, roots. Know your why and correct your why if the why is not expanded. Hope it helps. Thank you. Ji, Meera.
Gurudev. Next question has come from Meghna ji. Our question is, my family, my husband and I do not share a sacred bond. We are toxic for each other, and every argument turns into a major fight. I never find the peace, love, care, and warmth that my soul ultimately longs for from anyone. I have prayed, I have tried to surrender, yet everything feels like it's drifting apart. What should I do in this situation?
Layered. It's a layered situation. Look at it carefully. Why do two people engage or get into a relationship? This kind of personalized relationship, marriage, partnerships, companionship. What is the usual reason and what must be the real reason? Understand it. The usual reason is, as you mentioned, your expectations. You want to receive love and care and compassion and all of that from a person. That's the usual expectation with which one enters into a relationship. But what must be the ideal objective of a relationship? The ideal objective of a relationship is it helps both the partners in the relationship to evolve, to fly high, to nurture. Nurture what? Not just your house, your career. Nurture your interiority. Nurture your evolutionary thirst. This longing that you said, that there's a longing of love and compassion and care from somebody. It's actually at the deepest level the longing of the soul to evolve from the current state of realization, from the current state of bondage, from the current state of darkness, to the ultimate state of abundance, of joy, of unconditional love. That's what soul longs for. That's what is your ultimate longing. Now the problem, number one. This objective was probably was not clear when you created this relationship. Now you're struggling. The relationship is becoming toxic. What must one do in that situation? Who's most important in your life? If you look at it very carefully, you, the self, is the center of your life. Your life revolves around you, your wants, your desires, your mukti, your spirituality. You are the center of your life. Don't call it selfishness. This is how it is. And if you are the center of your life, at any cost you need to protect that center. You need to create ways that the center gets nurtured. The center gets space to express. So if you get caught in a relationship like that, first and foremost thing, you need to define boundaries. You need to create your central space where the being can breathe, where the being can explore, can express itself. So many times for that, one needs to create boundaries. These are healthy boundaries. These are not separations I'm talking about. I'm saying, and the word that I use for this is sacred boundary. You're a householder, beautiful. Things are not going the way they must. Create some sacred boundary, because you, the self, the center of your world, is very important. If you lose that, then everything is gone. Then you can't protect the self or the other. Then you can't nurture yourself or the other. Then you can't heal yourself or the other. If you can't heal yourself, you can't heal the relationship. You can't heal the other. So where does this journey of healing begins from? From toxicity to healing. Where does this journey begin from? From you, the self. And for that, the sacred boundary. Which means you need space for yourself, you need time for yourself. Reflect, heal, do whatever it takes you to get integrated with the being inside that's crying or that's longing for this love, peace. First, connect with that being. So these are the steps. Number 1, no separation but sacred boundary, which means you are respecting 3 things. You are respecting yourself, your space, your time/energies. You're respecting that. So first you got to protect it through this sacred boundary. Number 1. Number 2, you need to do everything possible to heal yourself. We're right now talking just you, not the partnership, not the other, just you right now. Do everything possible to heal the self, because unless you are healed, you can't heal the relationship, no matter how hard you try. If you're not happy, you can't make the relationship happy. If you are suffering, you'll pour your suffering into the relationship. If you're miserable, you'll pour your misery into the relationship. Because you can only give what you have. And right now, you're battling this. Even in you, the love may have dried up by now. The peace, the joy, the compassion might have gone by now. For now. So very important to first heal yourself through whatever ways and means that you know. And meditation is a great way to integrate and heal the self. Nourish the body, very important, because I keep telling many times the toxicity of the relationship gets accumulated in the very cell of your physical body. So make your physical body active. Do some sadhana, because most of the sadhana, if the sadhanas are crafted well, curated well, they help you to get rid of this toxicity that is getting accumulated in your even Annamaya Kosha, which is your physical body. Heal that. Here healing is just not of the heart, of the emotion. You need to, because everything is integrated. Toxicity of the relationship also impacts your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual energies. It's all integrated. So start from the outer layer. Respect your body, heal your body, purify your body, respect your mind, heal your mind, purify your mind, respect your emotions, heal your emotions, purify your emotions, respect your energies, heal your energies, purify your energies. That's what sadhanas do. All the sadhanas in the world, if they're, I'm repeating again, if they're crafted well, curated well, that's what they do. When Buddha was talking about and teaching all kinds of sadhanas, Annapana Sati, and all kinds of sadhanas, he had seen the world. He knew there is a lot of suffering in the world, of different kinds. You're talking about one suffering based on this relationship. He saw suffering, and every technique that he curated was to clean, get rid from the suffering. That was the starting point before he finally talked about liberation, mukti. So, sacred boundary, healing the self, through any way that supports you. Sadhanas are great ways to do that, and making your life very meaningful. You see, till the time we have any bigger agenda in life, and by bigger agenda meaning some purpose that I've crafted for myself, some meaningfulness that I'm bringing into this life, till that time I'm always caught up. One is always caught up in the mundane. Mundane is important, but mundane is not everything of life, right? So once you start to heal yourself, protect yourself, only then you'll be able to heal the relationship. Your objective should be to heal the relationship from the current state of toxicity. Your objective should be create it into a sacred bond where both the partners are working towards each other's and collective spiritual evolution. That's why two people come together. They are wings of a bird, two wings of a bird. Each wing helps the bird to fly, but the wings need to work simultaneously, very coordinated, very integrated. So that's what partnership is all about. When these wings are working in a tandem, in coherence, only then the bird of your soul takes the flight of spirituality, of ananda, of peace, of love, of joyfulness. It starts from there. And I'll give you a tip here. Another tip. Most of the people, when they enter into relationship, or even before that, the thought or the focus is that the other will give me love and peace and nurturing that my soul longs for. So you enter into a relationship as a needy being who lacks this love and peace. That's the wrong starting point. You're seeking stuff in relationship. The starting point itself that I lack this, you fulfill me. The problem is, your partner also enters into the relationship with the same thing. I lack love, you fill love into my life. I lack joy, you fill joy into my life. Now the problem is, both people lack love and joy and peace in their life. Both expect it from the other. Other does not have love, peace and joy in life. How will the other give you that which he or she does not have? You follow what I'm saying? Relationship is all about what is it that I can give? What is it that I can offer? What is it that I can contribute? Not what is it that I demand. That's true relationship. That's the foundation of a evolving relationship. But we all enter into relationships from need perspective. Two beggars cannot fulfill each other. Both are beggars, both have nothing. What will they give to each other? Both are empty. Because none of them have ever worked on themselves. And they just thought that the other will give what their inner desire is. No other can ever fulfill you. Let me make that very clear. It's a declaration I'm making. No other can ever fulfill you. All the lacks that you see in you, as you say, your soul longs for love, peace, ananda, joy, bliss, whatever that is. No other will be able to give you, no other. Because this lack is illusionary. You all have abundant joy, bliss, and love in your heart. You all have. You're born with that. It just got locked somehow. Under the layers of your masks, under the layers of your desires, under the layers of your needs, under the illusion of all the lack that the world gave you. And unfortunately, you never peeped inside. You never explored inside. It's all there. Buddha never found enlightenment outside. Ramana Maharishi never found enlightenment outside. They all turned inward and found, oh, it's all here. The source is all here. The source of love, compassion, the ultimate bliss is here. But you never cared to look within. You kept looking outward. This is what healing is all about. When you realize this truth and you start to move inward, and slowly you access the gold mine that's sitting and waiting for you. It's there. I know it's there. And sadhana is the process or the path that allows you to come to your own gold mine. And once you access that, you're fulfilled forever. Then you start to share it. Then you start to live a life of abundance. Then you don't seek love. Then you offer love. Then you don't seek peace. You start to give peace to the world. That's how it is. So first heal the self, connect with the self, and then do whatever steps you need to take to try and heal the relationship. But first, the self. And for that, whatever sacred boundaries are required, please do that. Protecting the self is very important in a situation like this. Hope it helps. Thank you. Ji, Mamira.
Ji Gurudev. The next question is from Aarti Ji. Her question is, how does one stay calm when people target you out of their own selfish interest and try to prove you wrong or make you look bad? Also, how do I handle my 19-year-old son who's badly addicted to mobile games and facing real consequences like health issues and a complete lack of motivation?
Two questions in one. First, what do you expect from the world? And what is the meaning of world here? What is the reality of the world here? The reality of the world is unconscious people, slaves of their own individual egos, slaves of their own desires, uncontrolled desires, and utter selfishness. That's what the world looks like today, largely. There are pockets of oasis in that. So the world is not bad. They've got disconnected from their own inner source. And they have acquired this form today. So what do you expect from this acquired form of the world today? They'll put you down. For their selfish motives, they'll try to prove you wrong because they've become very unconscious, slaves of their own minds. Nobody's got control over their mind. Aham, which is ego, has become supreme in their unconscious mind. So they behave the way they must in a state like that. In the state of ignorance, this is how the world behaves. Your problem is you're continuously expecting the world to be of the Buddhas, spreading joy, love, compassion, every being you meet on the street, every neighbor, everybody displaying that calm, ananda. That's the world you expect. But you yourself are not that. So you can't expect the world to be in a certain way which you are not. So stop this expectation. It will drive you crazy. Whosoever doing whatever they are doing is their karma. You just come here. If you're peaceful here, whatever is happening in the world, whatever people are doing around you will stop impacting you. I'm giving that message again. Don't try to fix the outer. Fix the inner first. Make the inner resilient, loving, joyful, peaceful. Don't try to spend too much energies judging or changing the world around you. Don't make that mistake. Number one. Number two, to me, which is far more important question. Your son's addiction to technology, mobile game screen, impacting his physical health and mental health, because lack of motivation is aspect of mental health. Now this is rampant all around today. What must we do about this? Understand the situation first. 2 pointers here. Number one, children adopt behaviors by observing you and the world around. So if they are observing you, we can't talk about the world around because world is the way it is. But the child spends considerable amount of time at home since birth. They would observe you and adopt a certain behavior based on that observation. If your behavior is not very conscious, not very aware, not very loving, not very compassionate, not very joyful, children will fall into these traps. Number one, they observe you, they learn from observing your behaviors. Very important. How you conduct yourself at home, in life, if you're a parent, very important. Number two, if there is a vacuum in the relationship, if there's a vacuum in the house, vacuum of the loving energy, if that house lacks loving energy, if that relationship with father, son, mother, son, etc. lacks this loving energy, there's a vacuum. And if there's a vacuum in the relationship, children will fall into addictive behaviors. And these addictive behaviors could be from technology to drugs, could be anything. But the root of the addictive behavior is the vacuum that the child feels inside. And children are very perceptive. Question is not about the child. Question is about you, your parenting style and your household. Identify, is there a vacuum of the loving energy? Because if the loving energy is missing, communication is missing. Communication is missing, engagement is missing. Engagement is missing, child will try to fill that vacuum with something. This is how it leads. And these are the steps. We don't observe the steps, we are not fully aware or conscious of life. And these things then we have to witness. Anyhow, what's the solution? What's the solution? Now I'll talk solutions. Number one, it is still time you change your behavior. We use the word role model. I will use the word conscious model. Become a conscious being in the house, not just in house, in your life. Don't expect quick results of this from the child, but you start to live in an integrated phase, in an integrated manner, in a very aware, conscious manner. Every action that you perform in your house or in your life should express joyfulness, should express trust, should express security and safety. These are just behavioral things. You don't do anything special for that. Then, this lack of motivation and this addiction again has a component on physicality. Annamaya kosha. This lack of motivation, constantly sitting on the screen, mobile games or whatever, it is a form of tamas, and tamas gets stored in the physical body, in the Annamaya kosha also. So take the steps. You make first your body active. Go for a run, go for a jog, do some strength training, do some yoga abhyasa. Let the child observe. Don't poke the child that you also do this, you also go for a run, you also cycle. Don't do that. First, you be established in that movement process. First, you show your commitment that you yourself want to be a joyful being. A being who's engaged with life fully, not just with technology. You display that. You live that. Do it for a few years and see the result on the child. Once you are established, even for 6 months in your own abhyasa, you'll see, I'm telling you again, children observe, they're very perceptive. The child will start to perceive. And then after 6 months of you being established in that, in making physical body active, making your mind very agile, making your emotions very joyful, expressive, engaging, communicative, then maybe after 6 months you may start to poke the child a little bit, saying that I'm going for a walk, I'm going for a run, I'm going to watch this play, come along. And here the word is engagement. Slowly engage the boy or the child at home into things, outward and inward both. What do I mean? Outward means there is so much this life has to offer. Walk by the river, running in the park, touching the trees, walking barefoot on earth, going out, watching a beautiful play. Children are interested in music, going out for a musical show. Engage, move and engage. Outer. Now inner movement and engagement. There are 20,000 things to be done at home. Cleaning, cooking, watering, all kinds of things. Engage the child into all the household chores slowly. In India, it's a problem. I see people, they have house help and this and that. In fact, the other day, Shivani and I were walking here outside the ashram. A school bus came. There were a line of mothers to pick their children from the school bus and walk them back home. There were about 8 or 9 children who got out of that bus. And in 2 minutes the scene was, of course they were very joyful looking at their child, but within a second they all were carrying the bags, the school bags of their children. Common scene in India. They think they're showing their love and affection to the child. Not really. They are disengaging the child from the daily chores, from taking the responsibility. In Japan, it's not like that. A parent is not allowed to pick the bag, school bag of the child, not allowed. How do you make them responsible? They don't even pick up their plate after eating their food and keep it in the kitchen. Indian households don't allow that. This is the result then what we are experiencing now. So engage the children inward in the house in daily activities, washing your car, washing your cycle, anything. The word that you must take from this satsang today is engagement. Engage the children. The second word that you must take from this satsang for parenting is embodiment. Embody what you want your child to do. You first embody that. You first be engaged with life. You first experience joyfulness of life. You first experience the abundance love of this life. You first experience the movement of the physical body. So embody, then engage. And this will do wonders to the generations to come. If the parents of the current yuga can just do these two, next generation will be phenomenal. The coming generation, even the generation that's now growing up, will be phenomenal. Please do that. This will be your highest love and compassion to your children, not carrying their school bags. Hope it helps. Thank you. Ji, Mamira.
Ji Gurudev, the question is from Mayuri ji. Our question is, all the outer markers of a good life are in place: a loving husband, a home, a happy child. Yet something feels inside deeply amiss. I do not know how I am, who I am, and what I truly want. I feel directionless and clouded despite everything being well. What is the inner void pointing towards, and where does one even begin?
First of all, don't look this situation as a problem in life. Look at this as knocking on your door. Truth, higher purpose, divinity is finally knocking on your door. It's a great blessing. People call this midlife crisis. It's not a midlife crisis. There's nothing called midlife crisis. This is knocking on the door. When life is trying to tell you that you've seen the outer expression of the world fully, you've seen all of it: career, money, family, household, child, you've seen all of this. So far, all of this was your only objective and reality. Now life is knocking on your door and telling you, hey, there's something else too. Something far more deeper, far more profound, far more abundant, far more significant for you to explore. Wake up. That's what life is trying to tell you. So, number one, it's not negative zone. Don't look at it as a problem. It's the beginning of something significant, possibly. Depends how you will treat this. Now, yes, you do not know who you are because so far you were living as somebody else. You were living like a mask. You were living as a role. Daughter, mask and a role. Manager, mask and a role. Wife, mask and a role. Husband, mask and a role. Father, mother, mask and a role. So on and so forth. These are all the roles that one is playing in life. Roles. But the actor is something else. So far you were caught up in the role identity and you thought that's your life, that's your identity. An actor will perform many roles on the stage. You remember, and even now it happens if you love theater, there are single person theaters also, single actor theater shows, where the same actor is in just 2 hours of a show is performing 16, 18 different characters. In the earlier time, they used to wear different masks for each role. So role and mask is almost one and the same thing. So far, you thought your identity is the role. You are the role. You are the mother, you are the wife, you are the manager, you are the daughter, so on and so forth. You got too identified with each role that you were performing. And you never realized or looked the actor behind it. the actor performing each of this role, each of this mask. Thank God. The actor is waking up and saying, well, all of these roles are beautiful. I'm enjoying all of this. Every role is going on perfectly smoothly, but I'm waking up. Finally, I want to know the actor. Who is this person? Beautiful, great start, welcome. This is when the journey really begins. Exploration and knowing the actor. We call it the spiritual path. You've come to the right place. And then you ask, how does one begin? Here comes sadhana once again. Sadhana is a process, very important, because it helps you to move from the outward identities to the inner actor, the real one who puts on different masks in different situations. Sadhana is a bridge between the outer and the inner. It's a path, it's a process where you start to walk from the outer reality or the outer world to the inner reality. You start to take those steps. That's what sadhana is all about. And unfortunately or fortunately, it just cannot happen in your mind space. Meaning, you keep sitting and thinking about it, nothing will happen. Why? Because mind is one part of the whole system. We call it manomaya kosha. It's one part of the whole system. You are just not mind. You are your breath, you are your body, you are your intelligence, and you are your inner being. It's all combined. That's what makes us one integrated being. I use this word often, integrated. Our problem is we are not integrated anymore. Mind moves somewhere else, body wants to do somewhere else. There's just no integration. So sadhana is just not something that happens in your mind space. It integrates your body space, your mind space, your breath space, your intelligence space, and your ananda space. It must integrate all of that. So, starting point, initiate yourself into some form of sadhana, some form of daily committed practice that helps you integrate all of these five. There's so many practices out there, whichever appeals to you. But without that daily committed abhyasa, it'll just remain in your mind space. One would just keep thinking about it. It's like you keep thinking about starting the yoga class, learning yoga, joining the gym. You keep thinking about it, but you just don't do this. And if you don't do this, you're not building any muscle. You're not building any strength in the body. For that, you're not building any balance and flexibility in the system. So just by thinking it will not happen. You have to go join that yoga class, join that gym class, join that swimming thing. Correct? If you want real stability, flexibility, muscle strength to get built up in the system. Same is with sadhana. So this satsang, listening, being present here is also sadhana. But this sadhana is not working on your body right now, is not working on your breath right now. So it's part of sadhana. This needs to be enforced with some other practices, some other sadhanas of various kinds. Many times it is very difficult to find a sadhana which interacts with each of this layer that I talked about, from the body to mind, intelligence, breath. It becomes, sometimes it's not possible. So you need to have 2, 3 then different practices for each of this, or have an integrated practice which works at each of this level. That's the beginning point. So after listening to this, you must thank the God, thank all your gurus, thank this life, that this process of inquiry, this process of waking up, this knocking on your door is happening. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. To me, it's a great blessing. Look at it that way and take the further steps. Don't keep standing here. Take further steps. That's how the journey will move, evolve, and you will come to realize who you are, why you are here, and what must you do. You will realize all of this. Hope it helps. Thank you. Jima Mira, looking at the time, I think will not take any further question today. All of you just close your eyes. Take a deep inhalation. Feel the breath going in. Slowly exhale it out. Feel the breath going out. One more deep, slow inhalation. Slowly release it out. One more deep inhalation. And with this inhalation, absorb the energy of every word that is being spoken. Imbibe all of that. And with this exhalation, exhale out all your conflicts, confusions, fear, pains, uncertainties, insecurities. Just be here. Eyes closed. Feel this blessing in your heart, that with all ups and downs of life, you are here. You've received the blessing and knock on your door. The journey is turning inward finally. You are here in this satsang, with this sangha. You are here. Feel, realize this blessing. That Shiva and Ma Adishakti are constantly with you, nudging you, nurturing you to walk the path. Your Guru, your Ishta are always with you. Know this in your heart. And with deep sense of gratitude, with a long inhalation, thanks all your Gurus, your Ishta, this loving Sangha. Thanks every being who supported you. Thank every being who's created troubles for you. That too is part of the process. And with that, know this life is taking care of you. Shiva is always with you. And with a beautiful smile, you may slowly open your eyes now. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. It's such a joy to be with you, to look at your beautiful, radiant faces, to see all of you in this satsang space. Due to the time and some other commitments, will not be able to have darshan today. Darshan in the physical sense, but we're all together. It's a joy, it's a bliss, it's a blessing to be in this satsang space, always with all of you, with lots of love and abundant blessings. May the path nurtures you. May the sadhana supports you. May the sangha guides you. We'll meet again. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you. Over to you, Mamira.
Thank you, Gurudev. I can see all the faces. They are very radiant, so happy, smiling. After the satsang, it's always like this, whether you're meeting Gurudev in person or virtually, the feeling is still the same. I have three announcements to make, and before you all leave, just listen to all of them. The first one is on the sacred 42-day monsoon sadhana. You all must have seen the invitation on WhatsApp, on social media. When the monsoons arrive, there is a sacred 4-month period in India. It is called Chatur Mas, the 4-month sacred period. This is the time when nature is slowing down, and it is nudging us also to slow down and go inward and go deeply into our sadhana. And that's how, since eons, since thousands of years, the rishis have always dedicated this period to the inner work, to the sadhana. With the blessing of Gurudev, we are initiating a 42-day sacred sadhana for this monsoon period. It starts from 25th of July, and it's a beautiful opportunity to dedicate yourself to sadhana through self-study of scripture in the collective gathering of the Sangha and with the guidance of Gurudev. Last date to register for this sadhana is 20th of July. We will again post the message on the WhatsApp group today, and if you follow us on social media, then all the details go there as well. Register soon, because in another 8 days the registrations will close. The next is on the US trip. Gurudev's US trip for this year, dates are now finalized. The tour starts from 18th of September, and over the course of 30 days, Gurudev will cover Chicago, New Jersey, Maryland, LA, San Francisco, and Vancouver in Canada. We will be sharing the proposed dates with you over email. We have the email of all of you who join us through the form, and on WhatsApp also. Also on social media, after some time, we'll be releasing the dates also. So those who are in US and parts of Vancouver and in around, block your calendars, because Gurudev will be available, and we'll have satsangs with him, meditation, kirtans, and we're also planning to host one retreat in US for the sadhaks. The last is for the sadhaks in Bangalore and nearby region. Gurudev is coming to Bangalore next week on 18th of 19th of July. This is Saturday and Sunday. Two satsangs are being hosted by the sadhaks of Bangalore. On 18th, we have a kirtan with Ma Tarini and the presence of Gurudev. And on 19th, we have satsang and meditation with Gurudev. The space is getting full. In fact, for the 19th, it is already overflowing. But if you would like to join us and be in Gurudev's presence, then you can register for the 18th July event. The form again will be shared on the WhatsApp group. We'll close down the registration in a couple of days for this. Thank you all. Thank you so much. You all take care of yourself, and we'll see you all again next Sunday. Dhanyavad. Sadhu Namah Shivaya.